and your number 4 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. We ask that all players, coaches, and spectators abide by the NAIA Champions of Character values, which are respect, integrity, responsibility, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. And now at this time, if you would please rise and remove your hats for a prayer, followed by the playing of our national anthem. Almighty God, you have created us to strive for our best. Grant all athletes, coaches, and fans the strength to pursue excellence during this event. We pray for the safety of these athletes, protect them from injury and harm, help us to honor you all we do on and off the field, and make us witnesses to your glory. In Christ's name we pray, amen. And now let's meet the starters for tonight's contest. First, for the visiting team on the scoreboard, Missouri Valley College.
You shouldn't need
Number 4, Deja White. Number 7, Hannah Kanani. Number 8, Marisco Guevara. Number 9, Victoria Einsborg. Number 10, Judith Farah. Number 13, Miriam Aguero. Number 14, Carla Carmona. Number 16, Marta Carrasco Mesa. Number 19, Rina Kanami. Number 24, Ashley Rivas. And in goal, number 30, Lola Benitez. The Vikings are led by head coach Drew Hopkins and is assisted by Julio Mijas and Leticia Seabrook. And now the starting lineup for your number 4 nationally ranked Central Methodist Eagles. Senior midfielder number 3, Renee Barrett. Junior midfielder number 6, Kay Yamaguchi. Senior defender number 7, Alicia Zamora. Freshman midfielder number 8, Larissa Azorio. Junior forward number 11, Lacey Ann Murray. Freshman midfielder number 12, Delia Letelier. Freshman defender number 17, Nereda Munoz. Senior midfielder number 19, Celine Witt. Freshman forward in this week's Hart Offensive Player of the Week, number 21, Mariana Barreto. Sophomore forward, number 24, Christine Leak. And in goal for your Eagles, freshman number 1, Candela Blanco. The Eagles are led by head coach Dan Schmidlin. He's assisted by Tyler Watkins, Judith Gonzalez Oliveras, and our honorary coach for the day, Mrs. Rebecca Harbison. Good luck to both teams. right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Davis Field. We've got Heart of America Athletic Conference women's soccer regular season action here, and we've got a doozy between the top two teams in the conference. Number 20 Missouri Valley College makes a trip to Fayette. Jumped up a couple spots in the national ratings. And, of course, your Central Methodist Eagles jumped a couple spots from number 6 to number 4. Both teams come into this matchup with a perfect 6-0-0 record in regular season action, so the winner of this will have sole possession of first place in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. So this is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central. Appreciate you joining us this evening. Right after this, we'll have the men's game, which is always a fun one as well. Two of the top teams in the Heart, and both men and women, so that'll be at roughly 7:30 or just whenever this game ends, about 30 minutes after the conclusion. We've got a foul here early on, so that'll go in favor of the Vikings. So quick throw in from, I believe that's Munoz over there on the far side. So Barreto doing battle. She sends one in. Cleared, though, by Missouri Valley. Vikings looking to counter. Good job by Yamaguchi just to clear that out. It'll be a throw in for the Vikings, but they'll maintain possession here. So Missouri Valley women enter this contest 7-3-2 overall, 6-0-0 in the Heart of America. And CMU win in 10-1-1, 6-0 in conference action. Their only loss came in their season opener to, at the time, number 4 Cumberlands. They actually jumped up as high as number 2, and that was a road loss in Williamsburg. So not a bad matchup to start your year. Some good competition to get ready for postseason play. But since then, besides a tie to Campbellsville, who's number 24 at the time, in mid-September here at Davis, the CMU women have really been rolling. So a good test tonight for Central. They've owned this matchup for the past several years. Knocked them off in a couple of conference tournament championship games. So Vikings looking to see if they can knock off the number 4 team in the country here at home. Zamora, that ball gets deflected out. Zamora wearing the captain's armband today, as she's been doing all season. Yamaguchi's going to throw it in for the Eagles. She's looking for Murray, deflected though. Azorio comes away with it. That's Renee Barrick, the graduate transfer out of Mid-America. Munoz. Ball's blocked, but Munoz maintains possession. Goes out of bounds. Official says it'll go the other way for the Vikings. It's a turnover by Missouri Valley, so Witt comes away with a little bit of jailbreak. She dishes it off to Barreto. Benitez clears that, and that would have been trouble there. She came way off her line, but she was able to clear it. So, some shaky defense here to start for the Vikings, but no harm, no foul yet. That's Barrick. Back to Munoz. Vikings providing pressure here in the early stages. Yamaguchi
looking for Leak. Leak deflects it over to Witt. Benitez will launch that one about a mile. And we'll have our first foul of the game for CMU. That'll be on Alicia Zamora. So free kick for the Vikings from about, the 35, I'd say. If you're looking at the American football markers. So Judith Fera. Ball gets taken. Blanco punches it away and eventually corrals it. CMU's looking to move quickly. She gives it off to Lacey Ann Murray. Murray really hot to start the... So our first yellow card of the night is going to be assessed to number 14, Carla Carmona of Missouri Valley. So our head official is going to put her down in his book, and we'll keep going here. So long kick for Zamora. She was looking for Barreto and Witt. They were in the neighborhood over there on the far side. Deflected out. It's going to stay with CMU, though. Mariana Barreto, the reigning Heart of America Women's Soccer Offensive Player of the Week. She notched 4 goals this past week, including a hat trick against Grandview. 2 of those were in about a span of 90 seconds. Witt sends a shot off of the crossbar, or off of the goalpost. And normally if that goes through the uprights, if you're doing American football, it's 3 points, but we're playing European football today, so just a simple goal kick for the Vikings. CMU asking for ball out of play. Stick with it, though. That's Christine Leak. Now Barrick. Renee Barrick with the shot. Got it. Goal, Eagles. So the graduate transfer from Mid-American Nazarene University puts Central on the board just 7 minutes into this contest, and CMU's got a 1-0 lead here. So we'll resume action. So it's just a perfect strike from about 15 yards out, and just found the upper right corner of the goal. And CMU, they like to score early and often. 42 goals in 12 regular season games this far, averaging more than 3.5 per contest, and they're well on their way to possibly doing that if they keep it up at this pace. We'll see, though. A lot of game left to be played. Leak, cheeky little pass to Witt. Celine Witt, she's got Barreto out on her right. Easy scoop for Benitez. So cluster at midfield. Eagles come away with it. That's Barrick. Over to Letelier. Back to Munoz. Munoz all the way up to Leak. Cleared, though, by Mesa. Vikings have possession deep in their own territory, though. That'll be a throw in for Central. That's Kade Yamaguchi. Kade, a junior midfielder out of Japan in her first season with the Eagles. Again, a lot of new faces on this year's roster. A lot of underclassmen, but have really stepped up in the early stages of this game and this season. throw in for the Vikings. That goes out. Sideline official says that'll go the way of CMU, so quick throw in for Yamaguchi over to Zamora. Zamora just dishes it over to Blanco. Blanco to Munoz. Miscommunication there by Munoz and Barrick on the far side. So that'll go the way of the Vikings on a throw-in. Scoring opportunity for the Vikings. Blanco comes off her line. We'll see if there's a foul. Collision there between Blanco and Missouri Valley player. We'll see if we can get a call on it. Say Blanco came way off her line and then a cheeky little pass there to pop it over the goalkeeper. But I think that was Yamaguchi that ended up trying to clear it. Scoring opportunity for the Vikings. And I believe that was Ashley Arribas on that. So she broke away from Central's defense. So Munoz over to Zamora. Zamora to Yamaguchi. Excuse me, Blanco now to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi sends it upfield for Witt. Can't track it down, though, on the far side, so that'll be a throw-in for Missouri Valley. Had a stoppage in play on our clock while our head official having a conversation with Missouri Valley's head coach, Drew Hawkins. So, had a stoppage in play. We'll resume as Vikings throw it in. There'll be a foul on Letelier with a high boot. Viking free kick, that's Marta Mesa. Cleared by Central. That's Leak over to Witt. Witt, she's got Murray on her left. A little bit too out and far in front, and Deja White comes away with it and clears it. So, Yamaguchi will throw it in. That's Witt. Witt doing battle with Guevara. Einsbor. Bad pass, though, so over to Zamora. Now to Munoz. Munoz looking for Witt. She had the leak there as well. Deflected, though, by Missouri Valley. That's Carrasco Mesa. So foul on the Vikings. I think that was Marta Carrasco Mesa on Witt. So it'll be a free kick for Central. Barreto heads that right at Benitez of Missouri Valley. So no harm, no foul there. 14 and a half minutes into this. CMU Goal off of graduate transfer, Renee Barrick. CMU looking for more. Witt was right there, but unlucky as Benitez clears it. So Barrick scored in about the 7th minute of play, and that's how we are at the spot we're at right now. CMU leads 1-0. Again, winner of this game will take the top spot in the Heart of America regular season standings as both sides come in at perfect 6-0. It's Barreto. Azorio over there on the far side. Be a throw in for the Vikings. Zamora looking for Leak. And we'll have a stoppage in play, and that's an own goal for Missouri Valley. So CMU is going to take a 2-0 lead here on an own goal by the Vikings. So Missouri Valley providing some assistance in CMU's offensive push is just some miscommunication there, and CMU's got a 2-0 lead on an own goal scored by Missouri Valley in the 16th minute of play, and just like that, CMU's got a 2-0 lead here just 15 minutes into this contest. Barreto looking for Leak. Christine Leak Barreto with a shot. Just far right of that right post. So that'll be a goal kick for Missouri Valley. Quick foul on CMU. That's going to be Munoz, number 17. So Vikings will get a free kick. They'll take it quickly here. Shout out to Andy Polverenti from Missouri Valley College. He's their stud SID. Tuning in and watching the broadcast tonight in the comfort of his own home. So good for you, Andy. Get a night off. Munoz on the throw-in over to Barrick. Barrick back to Zamora. Zamora 2021 All-American. Didn't score any goals as a junior last year. Was in a little bit of a scoring drought, but this year 4 for 4 on penalty kicks, believe it or not. So she was just saving up for one final season as an Eagle. I always joke with her about that. And actually, she had 4 straight games of penalty kicks, and at one point, CMU as a team had 5 consecutive games of drawing and converting on a penalty kick. So aggressive play inside the box will lead to good things if you're the offense, and it has in that case. Azario flicks it to Leak. That's Witt over to Murray. Lacey Ann Murray jukes a defender. Murray with a shot. Blocked, though. That's by number 19, Rita Kanami, and it will be a foul on Murray on a high boot. And Kanami's down and doesn't feel too good, so we'll see if the official elects to stop play or if she'll be able to go on as we get about 20 minutes into this first half. Vikings with it now. No one home, though. More Eagles and Vikings in the offensive area if you're a Missouri Valley fan, so it'll go the way of CMU. Yamaguchi, she's got some space out in front of her. Looking to Osorio. Osorio back to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi to Witt. Witt to Murray. Little nutmeg there by Murray. Goes out of play, though. So CMU, they were on a 3-game road trip throughout the last part of September, early October. They had victories against Mid-America, Nazarene, Graceland, and Penn, all on the road. And they shut out Grandview this past Sunday. That was a 4-0 win, highlighted by a hat trick from Mariana Barreto. Yamaguchi. Olvera knocks her down. Official says play on. See which way the official elects. He'll say in way of CMU. Missouri Valley protesting, but I think his decision will be final. It is. Yamaguchi throws it in to Murray. Murray looking for Leak. Leak sends a shot up, but too high. I don't know if I'd consider that a shot necessarily now that I think about it, but my GA Streeter would agree with me, so. The peanut gallery all agree, so we'll go with no shot. It's Barreto. Turned over, and Judith Ferda with it now. Marina Kanami clears it. So again, CMU, 4-0 win over Grandview, currently up 2-0 over Missouri Valley here. It's about 21 minutes gone in this first half, and then they'll conclude their 3-game homestand with a 5:30 kickoff against Benedictine. We'll get a foul. I believe that's going to be on either Witt or Barrick. Take your pick. I don't know. So, but CMU, 5 of their last 6 games are at home, so if you folks are in the area and want to come watch the number 4 team in the country, we'll be here all October. Murray over to Witt. Celine Witt, nice move, is looking for Leak. Cleared, though, by Missouri Valley. Zamora with Einsbohr pursuing. Blanco over to Letelier. Delay Letelier to Munoz. Munoz back to Blanco. Blanco headed. That's Ashley Arribas. I think we gave her the incorrect number early on, called her number 24, but she's wearing 23 tonight. Yamaguchi to Witt. Witt to Leak. Leak to Murray. Murray one-on-one defense. She's got Barreto on her right. Maintains possession despite the tackle. We'll see what they call here. Nothing, so we'll just keep playing. Swore we had a stoppage of play, but maybe I'm just hearing too many whistles. Letelier over to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi. Crossfield to Munoz. Munoz. Deflected by Feta. Takes one for the team there. And those never feel good. I've taken a few of those, and I don't enjoy them. So I don't imagine they do either. Ball go out of play. Be I think a CMU throw, and that'll be Munoz on the far side. Munoz, a freshman defender out of Madrid, Spain, over to Barreto. Barreto jukes a couple defenders. Barreto with a shot. Right at Benitez. And you can see why Coach Midland likes having her out there in the midfield forward position. Osorio and Carmona both saying it's a throw in favor of their team. Officials say no, we'll go in favor of CMU this time. So Yamaguchi, once again, will throw it in. Headed to Leak. Leak over to Murray. Murray to Barrick. Barrick had the first goal. Barrick over to Barreto. Good defense by Valley, though. That's Mesa. Sends it up to Einsbohr. Can't maintain possession, so CMU and Zamora will come away with it. Munoz has a little bit of space to work with there. She'll give it over to Yamaguchi. CMU leads 2-0. If you're just now joining us, about 25 minutes gone in this first half. Barrick scored for the Eagles in about the 7th minute of play, and then an own goal by the Vikings is how we got to goal number 2 of the evening. Again, top 25 matchup, number 4 against number 20 in the country. Winner of this will be in sole possession of first place in the heart of America in terms of regular season standings. Both teams perfect 6-0-0 in conference play. CMU overall record 10-1-1. Missouri Valley 7-3-2. So I think we'll have our first couple of substitutions here shortly for CMU. Looks like it's number 10, Paula Castro, freshman forward out of Madrid, Spain. Come into this game shortly. Getting instructions from assistant coach Tyler Watkins. It's Victoria Einsbohr. Over to Kanami. Turned over, and that's Leak with it now. Over to Barrick on the far side. She's got Witt out in front of her. And good defense by Missouri Valley to stave off any quick counter by the Eagles. So we'll have our first substitution of the night here shortly. Munoz on the throw-in. And that'll be our first substitution. So Paula Castro, number 10. She'll make her debut in this game. It looks like she's going to replace number 12, Delia Letelier. So her first half is done, but you'll likely see when we reset second half starters that she'll come back in. But quick throw-in for CMU. It'll be a goal kick as it goes out of bounds on that throw-in. So goal kick for Lola Benitez and the Vikings. So that ball skied out of play. It goes into the lovely scenery and landscape behind the fence. But that means that a ball person's going to have to go get that. So Blanco comes away with it. Nice save by Blanco. that'll be an offsides on CMU. Leaked just a little bit too far in front of the last line of defense for Missouri Valley. So, free kick for the Vikings from about the 36. Andrea Jimenez for CMU. She'll also sub into this game. Andrea, junior midfielder. Barreto. Deflected, though, by White. Guevara comes away with it. That'll be a foul on, I believe, Renee Barrick. So free kick for the Vikings. So kick right from about midfield for Missouri Valley. Free kick. Headed away by Zamora. More over to Murray here on the near side. Murray to Osorio. Osorio with Guevara defending. Munoz puts her hands up saying, pass me the ball, and they sure do. So she'll get that, send it over to Barrick. Barrick has some space out in front of her, likes to give it back. A little bit of a dangerous pass there as Rebus for the Vikings was right there, but good job by Yamaguchi. And good pressure by the Vikings. Munoz just elects to give that to Blanco. Blanco will clear it. Carrasco Mesa. Back to CMU. It's Osorio. Looking for Barreto. Barreto's got some speed. Benitez comes way off her line and clears it, though, but she's way off her line. And Castro, I believe, if Castro looked up, she would have had an opportunity at a wide open goal. She just would have had to float it over Benitez's head because she came way off her line about 10, 15 yards to try to clear that ball. Maya Henriksen for CMU will also come in. Get another offensive push by Missouri Valley, but good job by Blanco just to come off her line and scoop that one up. So, no substitutions yet for Drew Hawkins and the Vikings. Blanco comes way off her line. That ball's deflected, and it's in for Missouri Valley. Blanco comes way off her line, and just like that, Missouri Valley makes him pay, and this lead is cut in half. So just getting confirmation that was Miriam Aldabo Aguero. And just as I talk about goalkeepers coming way off their line to clear dangerous passes, Missouri Valley answers right back. I don't know if that's a broadcaster's jinx if I've ever heard one, but I think it is. So 2-1, it's a whole new ball game here at Davis Field. And they'll call Zamora for a foul. She's going to protest, doesn't agree with it. So Guevara and Fede. It'll be Guevara that takes the free kick, sends one into the box. Offense couldn't get the head quite on it, so just out of back of the end zone for a goal kick for CMU. So Blanco wanted to bring that ball about to the 5 or 10 on the football field, but the official says no, you need to bring that back to the regular spot, so she does. Short kick over to Munoz. Munoz to Heinrichsen. Ball deflected and a little bit of change of momentum here as the Vikings on the score sheet and maintaining possession here within the last couple minutes of play. It was all CMU early on, but momentum can switch just like that and see what the Vikings can do. So substitution for Missouri Valley College, number 3, Zoe Cristofaro. She replaces Victoria Einsbohr. Cristofaro, sophomore defender out of Tucson, Arizona. Playing in a midfield forward position for Missouri Valley this evening. Zamora. Missouri Valley with possession. Rebus turned over. That's Barrick to Jimenez. Andrea Jimenez has some space. About 3 or 4 Vikings on her, so triple team usually doesn't end well for Ashley Rebus with it. Sends one across the face of goal. No one home, though, for the Vikings. That's Alguero over in the corner with Munoz. That ball's deflected, stays in play. It'll finally go out, and I think that'll be out on Missouri Valley. We'll have a couple more substitutions for Missouri Valley. Let's see if I can find her here. Number 20, Sylvia Maldonado. And then for Central, number 9, Stine Lee. So Lee replaces Witt. And coming off for the Vikings is number 13, Miriam Aldabo Aguero. Missouri Valley, again, providing offensive pressure here. That goal early on has given the Vikings some new life here. We are just under 9 minutes. Jimenez with the foul. So we'll have a free kick for Missouri Valley. This will be Malusco Guevara, senior midfielder out of Panama City, Panama. Ball sent into the box. Moore gets her head on and clears it. That's Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen and Maldonado. Osorio clears that. Jimenez. Over to Osorio. That's Lee and Carrasco Mesa doing battle. Deja White clears it, goes out of bounds. In play for CMU. Lee. Osorio. All the way over to Heinrichsen. White clears that. Kanami. Sends it back to keeper Lola Benitez. Clears that. That goes out of play, though. We'll see who they give possession to. It'll be an Eagles throw-in from about the 24. Yamaguchi, business as usual on the throw-in. Yamaguchi to Lee. Lee back to Yamaguchi. Good pressure by Guevara and the Vikings. Lee gets away, though, and gives it to Osorio. Munoz to Heinrichsen. Heinrichsen back to Osorio. Again, good pressure by Carmona and the Vikings. Zamora over to Yamaguchi here on the near side. Ball sent upfield. She's got Jimenez and Leak over on in the center. We'll see if Jimenez can keep it in. She can. Andrea Jimenez sends one into the box. Punched away by Benitez. Heinrichsen. Barrick to Yamaguchi. Vikings will have another substitution. That's going to be number 8, Maddie Hudson, sophomore midfielder out of Sandbach, England. We'll see who she replaces. Looks like that's going to be Ashley Arribas. Blanco again comes way off her line. Yamaguchi clears it. Blanco gets back in time. Osorio over to Zamora. Zamora to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi, she's got Jimenez here. Out of midfield. Castro to Munoz on the far side. Heinrichsen to Lee. Goes out of play, though. Stays with the Eagles, though. We're just under 4 minutes left. Again, if you're just joining us, CMU 2 goals. One of them courtesy of the Vikings as an own goal. Renee Barrick got the scoring started about the 7th minute of play. But since then, Missouri Valley's maintained a good chunk of possession. CMU with an opportunity to score. Now that's Leak. Good defense by Carrasco Mesa. So corner kick for CMU, and I believe that's Osorio on the far side. That would be incorrect because Osorio is at about the 15, so I don't know who's taking this corner kick, but maybe it's Castro. Paula Castro sends one into the side netting. Just under 3 minutes left here. Down 2-0, a defensive miscue by CMU, and Miriam Aldabo Aguero flicked a shot over the CMU keeper, and Blanco, who was off of her line, to cut this lead in half. So that's kind of where we're at here, just at 2.5 minutes remaining. Again, we'll do a 15-minute halftime. We'll try to bring you some quick stats as we wrap up things here in the first half. Jimenez. Looking for Castro. That's Deja White down in the corner. Barrick with it now. Missouri Valley, a little bit of an opportunity to counter. Zamora trying to maintain possession for CMU, and she does finally. And we'll get a foul. It's on number 16, Marta Carrasco Mesa. Coaches don't like that call. It'll be a free kick for the Eagles here as we approach 1 minute left in first half action. One minute remaining. Zamora sends one into the box, goes out. Leak was right there pursuing, but a little too far over everyone's head, so it'll be a goal kick for the Vikings as we close in on the last 45 seconds of action here in the first half. Benitez sends that one long. Under 30 seconds left. Zamora. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So that'll do it here for first half action at Davis Field. CMU a 2-1 lead over number 20 nationally ranked Missouri Valley College. We'll give you some quick stats here as we close in on first half action, and then we'll take about a 15-minute break. All right, so as we enter halftime, just about 14 and a half minutes, and we'll resume action here for you all. CMU, 6 total shots, 5 of those shots coming on frame. Obviously, a pair of goals. One of those courtesy of Renee Barrick, a graduate transfer out of Mid-American Nazarene University. And then an own goal by Missouri Valley College in the 15th minute of play. So 2 goals in the span of about 8 minutes, but then Missouri Valley, Miriam Aldabo Alguera capitalized on a defensive miscue by the Eagles in the 32nd minute. So that's how we've got the scoreline that we've got tonight. CMU early possession control, only 2 shots on goal for Missouri Valley. 4 fouls for the Vikings, 7 for CMU, just 1 yellow card so far this afternoon. So again, this is the battle for the top spot in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. CMU currently leads 2-1. This is number 4 versus number 20. So we'll take a quick break. We'll be back. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications here at Central. You are listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer here on the Heart Conference Network. All right, welcome back to Davis Field. We've got second half action here as number 4 Central Methodist holds a 2-1 lead over number 20 nationally ranked Missouri Valley College. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD, Director of Athletic Communications here at Central, bringing you second half action. Goals from Renee Barrick and then an own goal by Missouri Valley College in the first half gave CMU a 2-0 lead, but then defensive miscue by the Eagles, and then just a absolute great goal from Miriam Aldado Aguero. Cut the Eagles lead in half. Changing sides now. CMU going from left to right on your screen. The Vikings going from right to left. CMU in the gray kits with a lime green trim. Missouri Valley in the purple kits with the orange and white. Ball sent in, scooped up by Blanco. So Missouri Valley had some late half momentum to close first half action, maintained a good chunk of possession. That's Barreto, double teamed by Kanami and Fere. And I don't know if you guys can hear it, might just be me on the mic, but the intensity in the stands, as you would expect, has been ramped up a couple of notches. Foul on Missouri Valley, so free kick for Zamora and the Eagles. Again, these two schools only 45 minutes away from each other, covering similar territory. Both have proud traditions in their soccer programs. Both ranked in the top 25. It's Maldonado. Turned over, so Zorio over to Munoz. Kanami. Turned over. Aguero, she had the goal for the Vikings in the closing minutes of that first half. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll go to CMU. Again, following this match, about 30 minutes later, we'll have the men's game for you as Barreto gets supposedly called for a foul. I don't think the official gave it. He did give it, so that foul to Barreto. It'll be a free kick for the Vikings. You can see the Missouri Valley bench imploring for that to be called, and official did call it. So free kick for Marta Carrasco Mesa. She steps onto the track. Ball sent in just in front of the box, headed away by Munoz. Again, Zamora heads it, as does Leak. Turned over back with Missouri Valley. It's Mesa. They'll call another foul on the Eagles, so free kick for Missouri Valley. And opening moments of this second half. Official trying to put Coach Schmidlin running over here on the sidelines, wanting his team to make some adjustments, as this free kick will be from about the 30. Looks like Maluska Guevara will take this shot. CMU setting up their wall, and prior to that, our official was having some words with a few of the players on both sides, so this game's getting chippier as we go along. I imagine it'll continue to heat up as we get going. Ball sent in. Wide of the mark, though. Good attempt, though, there by Guevara, and I'd give that a shot, just wide of the mark. No harm, no foul for CMU. Quick goal kick taken by Blanco up to Zamora. Zamora looking for Murray. Murray's got some space. She's got Leak over to her right. Good defense, though, by Deja White and the Vikings. Turned over to Witt. Stays out. It'll stay with Missouri Valley. Be a throw-in from about midfield. Again, both these sides 6-0-0 in regular season action here in the heart of America. Winner would claim sole possession of first place about halfway through this regular season. Other teams mentioned in the top 25 or featured in the poll. Number 25, Mid-American Nazarene, and Benedictine College, who's traditionally been the power in this conference. They're receiving votes. But CMU ahead of them all at number 4. They've got a fight on their hands here, though, on a Wednesday night at Davis Field, as Vikings are giving them all they can handle. About 6.5 minutes into second half action here. Blanco over to Munoz. Munoz, Barreto. Kanami's going to get called for a foul. Officials having none of it. Stoppage in play as Barreto is 10-2, but she gets up, and a little bit of gamesmanship perhaps there by Barreto right in front of Missouri Valley's bench, and they don't like it too much. It's a common thing you see in any soccer match at any level, so no surprise there. Regardless, CMU is going to get a free kick deep inside their own territory. That's going to be Munoz. Always some good Oscar performances by soccer players, in my opinion. See if we have any more of those this evening. Barreto. Barreto to Witt. Witt. Great save by... And it's in! Lacey Ann Murray with the putback goal. CMU leads 3-1 here. So again, that initial shot saved by Missouri Valley's goalkeeper, Lola Benitez. Just an unlucky spot, though, as Murray was right there for the putback. Puts it up in the upper 90 of the net, and CMU's got a 3-1 lead here just 8 minutes into this second half. So similar to first half, they like to score quickly at the start of each period. And that's just how they start the second half here. Again, the Vikings had late half momentum there in the first half and then looked like had a couple scoring opportunities in the second, but CMU is making the most of their opportunities here as we get further and further into this second half. We'll see how the Vikings respond here against the number 4 team in the country. Say that's Carmona. Cleared by Munoz, headed back by White. Judith Ferra. Say Barreto playing tight defense. Witt dribbles through a defender, keeps possession. Cleared, though, by Kanami. That'll go way across field. It'll be a throw-in for The Eagles and Yamaguchi on the far side from about the 36, 37. Letelier was looking for Murray. Witt still with it. All the way back to Zamora. Zamora to Yamaguchi. Yamaguchi sends it upfield. Was looking for Witt. Turned over though. It's fair to with it. Carrasco Mesa tries to chase it down. It'll be a throw in for CMU though. Munoz to looking for Barreto. Again, Barreto, the reigning Hart Offensive Player of the Week. She had a hat trick against Grandview. Finished the week with 4 goals and assist. Letelier to Munoz. Back to Letelier. Barreto. Munoz. It's Letelier. Still with possession. It's Barreto. And she goes down. Ball out of play. So head coach Dan Schmidlin providing some assistance. And they do call, that is a foul, so free kick for CMU. Zamora takes it quickly. They'll swing it across all the way to the other side of the field. Letelier. Excuse me, that's Leak. Turned over, though, and Missouri Valley comes away with it. That's Deja White. That's Missouri Valley. Ball sent in. Good defense by Yamaguchi as Ashley Arribas was lurking. Goes out of play, and that's going to be a goal kick for the Eagles. 13 minutes gone here in second half action. Missouri Valley is going to bring on their first substitution of the second half. So first half starter, number 9, Victoria Einsbohr. Munoz. Zamora sends it way downfield. Again, we'll have our first substitution, Victoria Einsbohr. She replaces number 20, Sylvia Maldonado. And ball must have been thrown in too quickly. Deja White's not too big of a fan of that call, but I think they're having them either come all the way back or this is going to be possession to CMU. We'll have to see. And a stoppage in play. Yes. And a yellow card is going to be assessed to number 7, Alicia Zamora. Again, some confusion on whose possession it was, and there was debate back and forth between both sides. And Zamora, who's donning the captain's armband tonight, pleading her case, and must have said one too many words for our head official, so she's going to go in the book. And again, still pleading her case. She eventually heads back to her spot. So it will be a throw-in for Missouri Valley after all that. Deja White. Again, no love lost between these two sides. No matter where you sit in the rankings, you're always up for a matchup between Missouri Valley and CMU. Again, CMU on the women's side is especially really taking control of this rivalry. Again, 4-time defending Hart Conference and regular season champions. They're looking to make it 5 in a row. So knocking off the Vikings would certainly be one step closer to achieving that goal. That's Barreto. Barreto to Leak. Leak stays with it. She goes down. Good tackle by Kanami. Official says play on. Barreto. Great save by Benitez. She comes way off of her line, and it was a one-on-one situation at that point, but Benitez beats her to it. That's Castro. Ball still in the box. Cleared, though, by Benitez. Witt tries to keep that in, or it'll go out. Vikings will throw it in their own territory. 17 minutes gone here in second half. CMU up 3-1. Goals by Renee Barrick, an own goal by Missouri Valley College. And a putback goal from Lacey Ann Murray early on in this match. It's the 3 goals for the Eagles here. Ball thrown in by CMU, goes out of play, though, so Missouri Valley will be rewarded the throw in there. And Renee Barrick standing on the sideline. She's going to re-enter this contest here shortly. And she re-enters. We'll see who she replaces. So she's going to replace Alyssa Azorio, number 8. And then it looks like Jessica Mera and Duda Fakulu will also sub into this game. Might be a little bit later, though, as they're still getting instructions from Coach Schmidlin and Coach Watkins. And our honorary coach for the day, Mrs. Rebecca Harbison. Her and her husband, Mark, longtime supporter of not only CMU men's and women's soccer, but CMU athletics as a whole. So I always appreciate their generosity and their support. Letelier kicks that one. It's deflected, and that again, that'll go into the lovely landscape you see behind our light poles, and someone's going to have to go and hunt that ball down into the creek. Quick throw in. Goes out. It'll stay with CMU. Letelier over to Munoz. Munoz to Barreto. Barreto, quick pass to Barrick. Barrick to Letelier. Letelier. Barrick. Barrick's got some space. Up to Barreto. Barreto down the sideline. Barreto into the corner. Trying to keep it in play. And eventually goes out. We'll see who they give that to. I think it'll be a corner kicker, really deep throw in. Again, I have a lovely wall in front of me, so I can't get the best angles for all you folks, but we do our best. At least you can see it on the screen. That's the main point. That is the main goal. So just a deep, deep throw in. Meda and Fakulu on the sideline here, so. Ball thrown in by Munoz. Munoz sends one into the box. And it must have had a foul because official blew his whistle almost instantly. Barrick. She goes down. That'll be a foul on Judith Farah, number 10. Zamora on the free kick. Leak heads it. Right at Benito, though. Witt there for good measure to see if she'd drop it. She does not, though, so Vikings will retake possession. Kanami. So Merida and Fakulu, with about 22 minutes left, will come on. They replace number 24, Christine Leak, and number 10, Paula Castro. Witt over to Maida. Maida, she's got Murray. White tried to clear it. Barreto giving chase. Zamora. Barrick. Renee Barrick on the far side, over to Fakulu. Letelier all the way over to the near side. Jessica Meda maintains possession. Stingy defense from Missouri Val. Provides a little nutmeg that makes the crowd go crazy. Celine Witt. And we'll have a stoppage in play. As that's Miriam Alguero, just right in front of the CMU bench. She goes down. Head official having a conversation with Meda. She gets prepared to throw it in. Again, we resume action here. 21 minutes left. Again, we'll get another stoppage in play. Not sure why exactly. I don't know if there was a foul committed. A yellow card is assessed. That's going to be to number 9, Victoria Einsbohr. Meda will throw it in. All the way back to Zamora. Zamora just likes to give it back to Blanco. Blanco to Letelier. Letelier to Fakulu, who's racing down the far side. White gets in the way. Again, sends it off, goes out of play. Deflected off of CMU, so throw in for Missouri Valley. Vikings will have a substitution. Number 18, Maddie Hudson. Hudson, a sophomore midfielder out of Sandbach, England. Letelier. Good job just to clear it. So Carla Carmona comes off, again replaced by Maddie Hudson. Vikings will get a corner. So first real opportunity to set piece in this second half. Headed in. Great save by Blanco, but in the back of the net for Missouri Valley on the deflection, and they cut this lead back to 1. Here, just with 17 minutes left in second half action. So again, trying to get confirmation on who had the goal. We'll get that to you guys here momentarily as we resume action. Again, the first real set piece of the evening for Missouri Valley. And again, when they score, they gain some momentum, and CMU. And a turnover again by CMU. Defensive miscue by Zamora. Good job by Blanco and Fakulu to come and grab that. And CMU defense is much appreciative of the last line of defense in Blanco. And that was a one-on-one scenario. And just within a matter of about 60 seconds, this game could have been tied up quite easily. But great defense by Blanco. So just got confirmation on the goal, number 23, Ashley Arribas. Again, just want to make sure we get those right before we give them to you or the crowd. "30 minutes gone here, and a back-and-forth affair. CMU stayed in front the entire duration of this match, but Valley, a pair of goals, and CMU only leads by 1, and Valley's got a chance to tie things up here with just under 15 minutes remaining. Zamora just launches one into the visiting section that is Missouri Valley College. No. Yep. Two more substitutions for CMU, Andrea Jimenez and Christine Leak. Leak a first half starter. Barreto. Got some space. Was looking for Meta. Again, Valley. Offensive pressure here. That's Guevara. Guevara to Aguero. Meta providing pressure. Judith Feta. Kanami. Hannah Kanami. Osorio deflects that. That'll be a corner kick for the Vikings. And if you remember how this went last time, stoppage in play. And I think our head official is telling I don't know if that's the men's team from Missouri Valley or if it's a group of fans, but telling them to get back off of the field. So a corner kick for the Vikings. Scored on a set piece last time. We'll see if they can duplicate it here and tie this thing up. Ball sent in play. Into the box. Over everyone's head, though. Another shot across the face of goal. Cleared. It stays with the Vikings, though. And a long shot by Kanami. And just out through the back of the end zone. Eagles will maintain possession, or retain possession, I guess, on a goal kick. So Christine Leak is going to replace Jessica Meta. And then Andrea Jimenez, we'll see who she comes on for. And I think that's Fakulu. So due to Fakulu's night is done. Goal kick initially, or it must have been a free kick taken by Zamora, goes out of play though. So Missouri Valley again gets possession deep in CMU territory with a throw in. Again, we'll see if they can notch things up here. Zamora skies that one. It's Barreto. Skies another one. She's got Leak and Jimenez. Judith Feta sends one in, headed back by Zamora. She's going to try to chase it down. She's got Carrasco Mesa on her tail as well. Again, good defense by Zamora. She's 2021 Honorable Mention All-American. That's Munoz on a breakaway. She's got Jimenez, Leak and Witt. Andrea Jimenez, too far out in front. That's Kanami that comes away with it. Victoria Einsbohr. Just about 10 minutes left here. Again, we seem to have a few too many soccer balls on the field, so only one allowed on the field at a time. Ball goes out of play again deep in Viking territory. I think it'll be a throw-in. Again, I've got a nice padded wall to my right, so I don't have the best angle, but it's a throw-in. Okay. Throw-in for the Eagles. Goes out through the back of the end zone, so not much doing there for CMU, but I think they'll try it again. Must have been deflected because I think we'll go to the other side and we'll get a corner kick. Actually, it'll stay here on the near side. Still be a corner kick. Nazario sends one into the box. Headed. Shot by Barreto, headed. Saved, though. And Missouri Valley's trying to counter quickly. That was Aldoba Aguero. Had too many CMU defenders in front of her, though. And a good tackle by CMU. Barreto. Barrick. Again, that's Guevara. Einsbor with the shot. Yes. Jimenez on the throw-in. Leak. Sent in. Celine Witt with a shot. Got it. Goal, CMU. So Celine Witt, again, a good counter by CMU. Valley will have a quick substitution. Number 3, Zoe Cristofaro. Comes on for Victoria Einsbor. We'll see if we can get the assist on that. We seem to have differing opinions, and I have my opinion, and my statistician has another. We'll see who's right in the end, or maybe neither of us are right. So, CMU up 4-2 now. Andrea Jimenez. Jimenez sends one in. Murray. Got it. But as I say that, the flag goes up, an offsides call on Lacey Ann Murray. So again, Valley trailing 2 goals, trailing by 2, looking to get back in this game. They've got about 7 minutes of game time to work with here. And as this game winds down, I assume we'll have more stoppages in play, so stay tuned for that. Yamaguchi heads it. That's Munoz. Sends it out of play. Delia Letelier. And a yellow card assessed to Missouri Valley College. Must have been a bench player. Looks like it might be a student assistant. We'll see if we can get... Now, it's a player in uniform for Missouri Valley. They're trying to get the number. So it must have been too much talking on the sideline. I don't know if we'll be able to get a number for you guys, but it was a bench player for the Vikings. Again, we'll get to confirm all these cards, or I should say my lovely graduate assistant Streeter will get to confirm all these cards at the end of the match. So. So after all that, I think we're going to have a throw-in. Again, our head official is asking the men's team for Missouri Valley to back up off of the field. I don't know if he wants them all the way off the field onto the track. So we'll see. Again, so he instructs them to get back off of the field of play, and I don't know if that's a student assistant or an assistant coach arguing with him. Again, still having conversations on the looks like we had some fans that are leaving the game. Not sure what was said, but official is asking them to leave, so we'll resume play. Maybe. Again, the official's asking us to stop play, but I don't think we ever started play. So now it starts. Munoz, quick throw in. That's Barreto. Barrick, Azorio, Murray. Foul committed against CMU, so quick free kick for the Eagles. Barrick for Barreto. Barreto, she's got Leak in front of her. Barreto keeps it. Over to Witt. Too far across the face of goal. It'll go out of bounds, I think, eventually. It does. That'll be a corner kick for CMU, I believe, as it was deflected. So Missouri Valley nicely places that ball on the corner post as time is winding down here in the second half. Ball taken over to Missouri Valley. Have another substitution for Missouri Valley, number 20, Sylvia Maldonado. See who she replaces here as we wind things down. Just about 5 minutes left in this one. CMU leads 4-2. Both teams have exchanged goals here in the second half. Last one coming from Celine Witt. Leak keeps possession. She needs support, though. Leak, shot, cross deflected. That's Witt. Scratch that. I don't think we had any fan ejections. I think they may have just been going to the concession stand, but it looked like some suspicious activity going on. So no harm, no foul as we keep things moving here. Just a little under 5 minutes left. Barreto. Barreto and Kanami doing battle. Quick throw in by Kanami. That's Hannah Kanami. Ball ends up going out, so in favor of CMU, and I think they'll take their time as this game winds down. Munoz with the throw in. Munoz. Again, double teamed. Vikings come away with it. Little give and go. I think they'll call Zoe Cristoforo, offsides. So. And stoppage in play on the clock as Munoz is down with an injury. Duda Fakulu looks to come back in. I assume she's going to replace Munoz, but can't be sure. 3:15 left on the clock. Can't tell completely, but this looks like the makings of a leg cramp of some sort. So Fukulu comes in. She replaces Nereida Munoz. Zamora on the free kick from just inside her 20. 3:15 on the clock as we resume action. Witt looking for Barreto, too far out in front. Fakulu, throw in, that's Barreto. Ball cleared, just under 2.5 minutes left here. Again, the winner of this game moves in sole possession of first place in the Hart regular season standings. Both sides currently 6-0-0. Vikings, Zamora giving chase. Missouri Valley, a bit of a breakaway. Good defense by Yamaguchi. We'll get a stoppage in play, though. They'll call her for a foul, though, on a hard tackle. So that'll be a card for Cade Yamaguchi. Just 1:36 left here. CMU looking to move to 7-0 in conference action and 11-1-1 overall. They've got about 90 seconds to work with. Missouri Valley needs goals, and they need them quickly if they want to salvage this match. So free kick from the Vikings for about the 20-yard line. Again, their last goal they scored on a set piece. CMU's going to set up their wall. Blanco providing instructions. Again, set piece is always dangerous because you're essentially able to set a ball into the box. Blanco. Shot too wide. Zamora, the kick. Kulu on the throw-in. 1 minute remaining. Barreto. Ball goes in favor of CMU. Quick throw-in by Barreto. That's Leak. Call a foul on Christine Leak. So that'll be a free kick for Missouri Valley. About 30 seconds to work with here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So that's going to do it here. CMU women's soccer, the number 4 ranked team in the country, with a 4-2 win over Missouri Valley College to take sole possession of first place here in the Heart of America Athletic Conference. We'll provide some quick stats here as we close things out. So don't go away. We'll be right back. All right, so CMU with a 4-2 win over Missouri Valley College, the first of our soccer doubleheader this evening. We'll provide some quick stats for you guys as we get things going. So if you thought that one was action-packed, boy, you just stick around. We've got more soccer action for you here coming up shortly as the CMU men will take on Missouri Valley College, a battle of two powerhouses, not only in the Heart of America, but in all of the NAIA. So CMU finishes with 13 shots, 12 of those coming on frame, so very efficient a night for Central. 8 shots, 6 on goal for the Vikings. 2 corners for both sides. 22 fouls combined, 5 total yellow cards. Scoring plays for both sides. Renee Barrett got things started in the 8th minute, followed by an own goal by Missouri Valley College. That gave CMU a 2-0 lead at about the 15-minute mark. And then Miriam Guerrero in the 32nd minute capitalized on a defensive miscue and had an absolute beauty of a shot in the 32nd minute to cut the lead in half as they got into halftime. Lacey Ann Murray on a putback shot in the 53rd minute gave CMU its 3rd goal of the match before Ashley Ariba scored in the 74th minute right on the dot on a set-piece header, which was a corner kick. And then Celine Witt shut things down in the 83rd minute with the assist by what we believe is Mariana Barreto. Again, we're going to have to go back and double-check some of our stats. We don't have some of the best cameras. We do our best, so we'll have to double-check those later. But again, so with that, CMU improves to 11-1-1, 6-7-0 in the Hart regular season standings. They take sole possession of first place. Missouri Valley falls to 7-4-2, 6-1-0 in conference play. So that's going to do it here for the women's game. But boy, we've got more coming for you in about 30 minutes. So stick around. We've got that other broadcast coming up. This is Rachel Moore, Assistant AD and Director of Athletic Communications Central. We'll be back soon. You're listening to CMU Eagles Women's Soccer.